Dancehall Mix Volume 2 is my most viewed mix with over 940,000 views. But here's the crazy part. That wasn't even my most viral mix. Dancehall Mix Volume 1 went crazy with over 840,000 views. Late Night R&B Mix did the same with over 350,000 views. And Slow Wine Mix Volume 1 and 2 combined for over 250,000 views. Today, I'm gonna be breaking down exactly what I did to achieve these numbers. From how I chose the mix theme, to how I recorded the audio and the video, to how I designed thumbnails that sparked curiosity, and most importantly, got clicks. So if you're a DJ looking to grow on YouTube, this video is for you. All right, let's get started with the first reason why these mixes blew up: creating a good mix. Now, before I even touch song selection or the transitions, my first objective is to find a theme that people actually want to listen to. I don't just throw random songs together. I create mixes based on what people actually want to vibe to. So for example, sometimes I choose more niche or mood-focused mixes, such as the slow wine mixes, late night vibe mixes, and stuff like that, which is supposed to be more of an emotional, chill, background music type of vibe. Now, sometimes I choose more genre-based mixes such as Afrobeats mixes and dancehall mixes. Just kind of use those as more of a party, upbeat vibe type of mix. Then once I choose the right theme or the right mood for the mix, I then use great song selection and good transitions to take that mix from just being good to being unforgettable. When I mix, I'm not just fading in and out of songs, I'm telling a story. When your theme makes people click and your transitions and song selections make people stay, you have the winning formula for a viral mix. All right, the next thing that's important for creating a viral mix is having good audio and good video. Now, let's be honest here. Would you click on a mix that looked and sounded like it was recorded in a basement on a Nokia flip phone? Absolutely not. So why create a mix that looks and sounds like trash? So what I like to do is I like to focus on making my mixes look and sound professional. First step, audio. I record my audio directly from my DJ board into a mixer, which is then taken into a device like this to be recorded. Now, fair warning, I am a live sound engineer, so this type of setup is a little bit more on the advanced side, and I wouldn't really recommend this for people who are starting out. For most people starting out, I recommend you just record your mixes straight through your DJ software. Most DJ softwares like Serato, Rekordbox, or Virtual DJ, they have a feature where you can record your mix straight within the app. Now, before I even start recording, I make sure that my levels are good and they're never peaking or clipping. Because clipping or distorted audio is the #1 way to get people to leave your mix and try and find something else. I then decide to master the audio just a little bit after the mix. Now, you don't really have to do this. I like to do this because I want to make sure that the audio sounds clean and full. I then double check the mix using headphones or through a speaker to make sure that it sounds clean and professional. Once that's done, you're good to go with the audio. The next important part of this is the setup and lighting of your shot. Now, before I came back to school, I was lucky enough to have a couch setup which had more than ample enough amount of lighting so that my camera shots still looked professional. When I came back to the dorm, the whole room was dark, the colors were just stagnant. It just did not look professional at all whatsoever. So what I decided to do, I decided to make this room look like a studio. I added LED lights, I added key lights to make sure I was nice and lit. I also added flags in the background to spice up the room a little bit and to add some of my culture within the shot. So when people see my mixes, they think, oh, this guy ain't some random DJ off the street. This guy is a professional. I've even had people comment about how creatively I set up my room for these mixes. So when you look and sound professional, people trust you, stay longer, and most importantly, share it with others. Most people's attention span is about 2 seconds nowadays. Your setup can buy them another 10. All right, next point, making clear, clickable thumbnails. Look, thumbnails are everything on YouTube. One good thumbnail can turn 1,000 views into 100,000 views. I design my thumbnails based on the vibe of the mix, and most importantly, who is featured in the mix. I find that people resonate the most with faces that they recognize. So for example, for my most popular mix, Dancehall Mix Volume 2, I decided to use these elements to my advantage. I used the Jamaican flag, I used Vybz Kartel in the middle, and I used clear text stating what this mix was. That's all there is to it. I even had comments of people telling me that they only clicked on the mix because they saw Vybz Kartel in the thumbnail. That's how important this is. Good clickable thumbnails tell the viewer that, hey, this is something worth listening to, I have to see it. So to recap, a good thumbnail gets people to click, a great mix gets people to stay and share with others, which boosts you in the YouTube algorithm. Now, bonus tip, putting the names of the songs in the description as well as when the songs come up in the mix. This one is so underrated. Most DJs hide their track list like it's a top secret for some reason, and I never understood why. I like to put my track list in the description along with the timestamps as well. Why do this, you ask? Because when people think, ooh, what song is this? This song is fire. They don't have to leave your mix and try and find the song itself. They can look in the description and see what the song is and where it was played in the mix, which causes them to go repeat and keep listening to that same song over and over again, which will only increase your watch time. I've had numerous people thank me in the comments for putting the track list and the timestamps in the description of the video. This is so important because it leads to more engagement, more watch time, and most importantly, more shares. The more shares your video gets, the better it's gonna perform in the YouTube algorithm and the more views it's gonna get in the long run. So that's it. That's exactly the formula that I use to create viral mixes. It's not luck, it's not magic, it's pure strategy. Now the question is, what mix do you wanna see next? Slow Wine Mix Volume 3, Dancehall Mix Volume 4, or should I just drop another soca mix and end the suspense? Y'all let me know in the comments. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm gonna catch you on the next video.